welcome to the Tonight Show. Thank you so much for being here. You guys have taken over the internet, and now you've...
Notice how Jimmy stutters numerous times in his opening monologue. This is a sign of intimidation, as well as a sign of submittance to more powerful males who are higher up on the social pecking order than him.
Gone way beyond the internet. AJ, Big Justice, let's start with you guys. Over the summer, you had one of the biggest songs, We Bring the Boom.
That's right? What we do.
We bring the boom!
All right, yes. Bring the boom.
The more dominant AJ celebrates the massive success of his hit song, We Bring the Boom, laughing and boasting about his massive accomplishment, while the beta male Jimmy Fallon looks at him with jealousy and envy. Fallon tries to stop AJ from exciting the crowd too much because he's envious of the ovation the Costco guys got from his audience, and he doesn't want to be outdone on his own show.
Last week on Saturday Night Live, they impersonated you on the show.
Jimmy tries to ruffle the feathers of AJ and Big Justice by showing them far less noteworthy people from SNL mocking them, and due to their confidence, the pair was able to laugh off the passive-aggressive jab, showing that it didn't faze them.
How did this all start? Just walk me through this, please.
Well, I had started up a TikTok channel.
Okay.
And a lot of Big Justice friends were at school, and they were doing TikTok channels. So one day, Big Justice comes home, and he says, Dad, I want to be on your show with you. I want to be on your channel with you. So I said, awesome, let's go. So we go to one of our favorite local hamburger restaurants. We film recording a hamburger. We give it a big boom. The video blows up. It gets to 100,000 views. I said, that's it. This is now a father-son channel. Let's bring the boom.
Yeah, this is it. Now this is going to be what we do now.
Notice the Rizzler's facial expression at the end of the exchange. Rizzler is clearly bored of the conversation. However, as a strong leader should, he will let those below him do all the talking for him, allowing his words to hold more power when he finally does decide to open his mouth. Rizzler has shown great stoicism and wisdom here. By staying quiet, he puts everyone in the room on notice when he does speak. His posture shows he's relaxed, probably due to him not seeing Fallon as a worthy adversary to him. And he shows this by putting his feet up and allowing them to hang freely in the air, showing that he's not only comfortable, but he feels as if he's at home and he owns the place. And more than likely, due to his connections, he does.
Big Justice, what's it like working with your dad?
It's amazing. And it's not just working with my dad, it's working with my whole family. Ashley, my mom, it's just so amazing that we've accomplished all of this together, not just me and my dad.
Yeah, that's right. It's all of you. You're a great family.
A classic beta move is to overshare and show too much emotion, and you can see on Rizzler's face here, that's exactly what he believes Big Justice just did in this scenario.
Rizzler. Good to see you, buddy. Nice to see you.
You too.
Thank you for being here. Now you're known for the Rizz face, okay? Yeah. Yep.
Jimmy finally builds up the courage to acknowledge the Rizzler, and although he doesn't say much, he gives the people exactly what they came to see in his Rizz face. At the end of his Rizz face, Rizzler locks eyes with Fallon and gives him a wink, and although this seems like a friendly gesture, a wink in mob culture is a warning to the individual to sleep with one eye open.
What's the story behind the
So basically one day I came home from school and I was like, Dad, I want to make a video. And I was like, this is how to do the Rizz face, and then I just did it.
And then he just did it.
There's a lot to unpack in this clip. From Fallon fake laughing to gain the approval of Rizz, to everyone changing their posture to lean into the Rizzler, showing who is in power, to Big Justice repeating Rizzler's words as his head right-hand man to help boost his own standing with the crowd by riding off the coattails of his boss. It seems as if everyone's bending over backwards to appease one individual out of fear and respect for him.
But what does it mean this is how you do the Rizz face? Can you teach me how to do the Rizz face?
So first you put one eyebrow down like this.
Ruth, you want to try this too?
And then you raise one up.
Okay.
And then you suck in like this. And then you do it all together. And that's how you do the Rizz face.
I'm doing the Rizz face?
No, like take the, I don't know. That's pretty good.
Fallon begs the Rizzler to teach him how to do the Rizz face, hoping his greatness will rub off on him. On top of that, not only does Fallon and the Costco guys imitate the Rizzler doing the Rizz face, but also the show's band and literally every other person in the building wants to copy him because that's the kind of presence this man has.
All right, so you have something on your channel, you guys at AJ Big Justice, called the Boom Meter. Can you explain how the Boom Meter works, Big Justice?
So we did this thing, Boomer Doom, and everybody got like, you don't give any dooms, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
So I said, well, we came up with the Boom Meter because people rate stuff 1 to 10.
Yeah.
So we said it goes from 1 to 5 booms. So we could be real. If it's good, it gets 4 booms. Okay, 2 booms, bad 1 boom, amazing, 5 big booms.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. Yeah, boom. Yeah, 5 booms. Yeah. Okay.
Like the little omega male weasel he is, Jimmy passive-aggressively rains on the parade of 2 people having more fun than him. Jimmy resents the Costco guys for having more average viewers than his network television show. And he shows this by his constant attempts of little jabs along with his annoyed body language.
So now it's Halloween. I thought what we could do is I can give you each a Halloween candy, and then you'll rate using the Boom Meter.
Just like in a wolf pack, the low members of the pecking order are expected to give up their food for the alphas, and that's exactly what Jimmy Kimmel is doing here. By doing so, he's trying to get into the good graces with the superior dogs, by giving them one of their favorite things, food. You can tell by Big Justice's expression that the food definitely helped win him over. Meanwhile, with Rizzler, there's less of a reaction there, but that's because he's more stoic.
Yeah,
You cool with that?
let's do it.
Once again, Stephen Colbert attempts to win brownie points with the Rizzler crime family by submitting to them and double-checking if they're okay with what he has planned next. On top of that act of submittance, he also submits even more so by doing the Rizz face to them, which is the equivalent of a dog rolling over on its back, exposing its belly.
All right, Rizzler, you're up first. Okay, this is a cream-filled Twizzler.
That looks good.
It looks good. Twizzler for the Rizzler. All right.
Notice how the Rizzler eats first here, and Trevor Noah even names the food after him out of respect. The alpha eating first is typical in wolf hierarchies, and other members of the pack will just have to wait their turn until he's properly fed.
Let's see. Okay.
I'm gonna give that 2 big booms. Boom! Boom!
Okay. 2 big booms.
Where do I put this?
Yeah, all right, ready for Big Justice? You're gonna kill me, but ready? It's Halloween treats, all right? Here's raisins.
This is a clear and utter sign of disrespect, and John Oliver would not dare to attempt such a slight directed at the Rizzler, knowing that an insult like this would cost him his life. Throughout the majority of their segment, the jabs were directed at the Costco guys and not the Rizzler. Even though the Rizzler has a higher BMI than Big Justice, Conan still decided to take the jab at Big Justice instead by feeding him raisins because he has to tear down other people to make him feel better about himself.
Come on.
Yeah, come on, dude.
If I went trick-or-treating and got raisins, who wants raisins when they're out trick-or-treating?
They're good for you.
I like chocolate raisins.
You do. Rizzler likes chocolate. What do you give at the Boom Meter?
1 boom. Boom.
Oh my God. Barely gave it a boom on that one. All right, this is for all of us. We can try these. Are pumpkin peeps. I think these are gonna work.
Ooh.
Although he doesn't show it, you can hear this is one of the only times the Rizzler has ever expressed audible joy in front of a camera.
How many booms for the pumpkin peeps?
We need to try it.
Yeah, go for it.
That's yummy.
What do you guys think?
Look at the way in unison their eyes perk up with delight at the taste of the delicious pumpkin peep. The Rizzler and AJ are both lost for words as Big Justice expresses his delight in the sweet treat. This power move by Jimmy Fallon may have gotten him into the good graces of the family. For now.
Hey, but hang on here, Jimmy. We couldn't leave without giving something to you.
You did not bring it.
And we have for you a double chunk chocolate cookie.
Oh my God! I'm so excited about
Come
this.
on, guys.
What do we do?
Let's show them how we do this.
As a man, you cannot receive a gift without giving one, and this is something AJ, the eldest member of the group, understands. And he shows this by bringing his most valuable possession to be consumed, the double chunk chocolate cookie!
All right, This is fantastic. Okay, now how do we do this now?
Here we go, Jimmy. You ready?
Yes.
It's AJ.
Big Justice!
And the Rizzler.
And we're here with Jimmy Fallon, and this is the Boom Meter. Jimmy's gonna try the double chunk chocolate cookie.
Fallon is laughing here out of pure fear as they surround him. You can tell the pressure of the moment's really starting to get to him, and you can see this as he starts to minorly hyperventilate. They also say that imitation's the greatest form of fattery, and Fallon's trying to imitate the Rizzler here by doing a mini Rizz face to try to be cool, calm, and collected, just like him.
All right, here we go. The double chunk chocolate cookie. I'm gonna give it a try.
So, Jimmy, what does the double chunk chocolate cookie get on the Boom Meter?
The double chunk chocolate cookie gets 5 big booms! Boom! 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 AJ! Big Justice! The Rizzler, everybody! We'll be right back with more Tonight Show. Stick around!
By ending the segment this early, Fallon basically taps out and admits he's not man enough to spend any more time with the likes of the Rizzler, AJ, and Big Justice. The little baby bite he took of the double chunk chocolate cookie was child's play, and he should be ashamed of himself for disrespecting the delicious meal of substance Big AJ had brought to him. You can sense a sigh of relief as the show begins to fade to black on their segment. Fallon can finally relax, knowing that he no longer has to be hyper aware and careful about everything he says. And you can tell the guys are just glad to get another minor task on their to-do list done for the day.